Hello. Algebra students, Mr. Lawrence here, and I do owe an apology to Mr. Weekly and Mr. Cotland. My mom always told me not to pick on the mentally defenseless. I apologize, I'll never do it again. Aha! Anyway, let's move on. All right, today we're going to graph linear inequalities. This is review video number 6. Remember, I'm just making a whole bunch to help you review. I'm going to keep making them, keep posting them over the weekend. Hopefully you'll review. Hopefully Monday night or Sunday night, you're not doing a whole lot. I probably won't post any on Sunday, so I'll post them until then. Hopefully we'll get through the whole packet and we'll do some review in class and you can check things out. All right, here we go. So we're graphing linear inequalities. Now it looks like a line, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like a line, and we're going to pretend it's a line. This looks like it's in slope-intercept form, doesn't it? Doesn't it look kind of like y equals mx plus b? Well, my slope is going to be 2 or 2 over 1. My y-intercept is going to be -5, which is the point 0, -5, right? Now, level 2 people especially pay attention to this. That's the y-intercept, so that goes on the y-axis. And so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my slope is going to be rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Okay, that's probably enough. Now, it's not equal to. It's not equal to, so the line that I draw needs to be broken. Right? Because that line is not a part of the solution set. None of those points on that line will make the inequality true. Not one of them. All right, so let's see here. Okay, now remember there also needs to be shading, and I like to figure out my shading by using a test point. I love to use the origin if possible, and the coordinates of the origin are 0, 0, so I'm going to plug 0 in for y. Is less than 2 times 0 minus 5. Oops, unnecessary parenthesis there. Sorry about that. All right, so 0 is less than -5. Is that true? No, it is not. So my test point will not get shaded. I'll shade the other side of the broken line. So I'm going to come over here and shade. Right? The solution set is going to be this whole half of the plane. Everything below the line. All right, so let's try this one. I've got this one written in standard form. Yeah, I'm trying to kill more than one bird with a stone here. Trying to help you out. Going for 3 birds on this one. You'll see why 3 in a minute. All right, we're in standard form. Remember your shortcuts. If you don't know your shortcuts, you can always make an input-output table. And I strongly recommend plugging 0 in for x. That'll get you the y-intercept. Then you can plug 0 in for y. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the standard form shortcuts. I know that the x-intercept can be found by doing c over a and then putting a 0 at the second coordinate. The y-intercept is going to be 0 and then c divided by b. Okay? The slope can be found by doing the negative of a over b. All right, now I'm not going to do all 3 of those because that would be overkill. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do the x-intercept in this problem because c isn't divisible by a evenly, so I'm just going to ignore that one. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get my y-intercept. It's going to be 0. And remember, this is a, this is b, and this is c, so I'm going to do 8 divided by -4. Well, that's going to be -2. So my y-intercept is at 0, -2. Okay, now my slope. A is 5, but I need the negative of a, so I'm going to use -5. B is -4, and those cancel to get 5/4. And now I can rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, run 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right. Can get another point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, I'm in. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, of course I could have gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and back 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, by the way, do you know when a line goes up to the right? Do you? It's when the slope is positive, and I have a positive slope. If I had a negative slope, my line better be going down to the right. A 0 slope would be a horizontal line, right? And a vertical slope, a line with no slope would be a vertical line. All right, now it's equal to, so I'm not going to use a broken line, I'm going to use a solid line, and it's going to look something like this. But because it's an inequality, I'm still going to need to do the test point and the shading, because there's going to be more solutions than just the ones on the line. Now the line is not going through the origin, so I can use the origin as my test point. So I'm going to put 0 in for x, I'm going to put 0 in for y, and that needs to be greater than or equal to 8. Well, the left-hand side will simplify to 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 8? No, it is not. In this case, again, I will not shade the origin side of the line. Had I gotten a true statement, I would have shaded where the test point was. Okay, so it's going to look like this, something like this. It's not perfect. I went over a little bit here. I guess I could kind of clean that up a little bit. And then there you go. All right, there it is. All right, we're going to do one more of these, and then we're going to call it quits. And Mr. Lawrence got to finish grading those Algebra 2 tests, the ones from 8th period. I didn't get a chance to work, but that's okay. All right, we're in point-slope form now. How do I know it's point-slope form? Because I know a point, and I know the slope. The slope is -1/2. The point is going to be -3, 5. Remember, I changed the sign here for the x-coordinate. I changed the sign for the y-coordinate. So I'm going to plot the point -3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And my slope is -1/2, so I'm going to go down 1, run 2, down 1, run 2. Remember, I just said that if I graphed, if I had a negative slope, it would go down to the right. Now, it's not equal to, so it's going to be a broken line. Right? Something like that. Okay. And all right. Now I got to do my test point. So let's see here, test point. I can use the origin because the line doesn't go through it. I'll do 0 minus 5. Is that less than -1/2 times the quantity of 0 plus 3? Okay, well, the left-hand side is -5 is less than -1/2 times 3. So I'm going to get -5 is less than half of 3, which would be -1/2. Is -5 less than -1/2? You sure know it is. All right, so I'm going to shade where the test point is. So I shade this part. All right, that's your video on graphing linear inequalities. I think that's it for videos tonight. I'll post the 2, and then I'm going to do some more work. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Glad to see some people coming in. Alyssa Fritchen and Brooke have been here both days. David Verbicanich came up at lunch and after school. Good for you, those of you that are caring and coming in. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody.